It appears as though I am speaking, you are listening. A beautiful harmony is there among the other beings, and about nature, about Earth and the Mars and the Sun and the satellites and all those cosmos and the galaxies and all. Beautiful harmony. It appears as though first class usko sabko tie up kiya hua hai, but it is all one. One only is expressing as many. This is the crux of the teaching of the Bhagavad Gita as well as all the Upanishad, and that is what we have to realize and gain that state of enlightenment. So here when our Sanjay is describing, it's quite a fascinating thing. So he says, Tatra ekastham jagat krishnam, the entire jagat. Krishnam means complete jagat, cosmos, not our earth, but entire cosmos, and cosmos is quite vast. Here is not this our cosmos, but we are talking about jagat means not only this cosmos which our scientists and all are describing, but also the other lokas. We know all this loka only, but there are so many other lokas existing within this world. Multiple worlds are existing within the world. We are studying our Yoga Vasishtha also. In Yoga Vasishtha, Vasishtha Rishi, he describes three types of space. He says there is this space, physical space, but he also says there is a mental space. Chitta Akash, space of the mind. All of us sitting in this little space here, but within your mind there is vast space. Even if you are confined in a small room, the mind has got such tremendous space that it can loiter around and come. It can go for a jog and do all sorts of things, because there is no limit to the space in the mind. It's very vast. It's much subtler than this physical space. But we seem to be existing in this, our body seem to be existing in this space, but within this body, within the mind, there is much vaster space. But subtler and infinite is the space of consciousness. It's called Chidakash. So Chidakash, Chit means consciousness, Chitta means mind. When you add one more ta, it is called mind. So Chit is consciousness, Chitta is mind. So Chidakash, space of consciousness, Chitta, space of the mind, and this physical space. These are three types of space. So even if we are living in the same place, a person can go into variety of worlds in his own mind. So if I have mind, you have mind, other people, so just imagine the multiple worlds which are there within this world. We can put a person in prison because of doing some gadbad and all, we can confine him into a small space, but you cannot confine his mind. Sitting in the prison, he is planning his next this. Chutne ke baad, how I should commit the crime in such a way that I don't get caught. That is his only problem then. Then all this thing gadbad I did, but I did that mistake, I shouldn't have given that contract to this person. So next time I do it, I will do it in a different way. So mind has got its. So aneka, all of us sitting here, we are living in multiple worlds in our mind. Physically, we are living in the same space, luckily. But in our mind, we are living in multiple worlds. Therefore, two people, they cannot, even sane communication sometimes doesn't take place actually. Even when we feel that we are communicating, it is not. We are just waiting for the other person to keep quiet so that I can tell him about my world. So it's a aneka jagat. So just imagine the world of all the beings Then the world in which we go after death, the variety of lokas which are there. So there are ananta koti brahmanda, it is called ananta koti. Koti itself is crore. Ananta koti means infinite crore. Infinite brahmandas, infinite worlds are there within this. For example, the sun, how many rays are coming from the sun? Infinite rays, countless rays are coming from the sun. And each ray is different. See, all of us sitting at one place looking at the sun rising, we might say that we are seeing the same sun, but really speaking, technically speaking, we are seeing different sun. Because the rays which are entering my eyes and your eyes are different. We are seeing different sun. Luckily it appears similar from both angles, so we can talk about it as the same, but we are seeing a different sun. In fact, we are seeing different people, we are seeing different objects, each one seeing from a different standpoint. Anyway, so here, tatra ekastham, in that one body of Bhagavan, Arjuna saw Jagat Krishnam, the entire cosmos is many worlds he saw. Pravibhaktam anekadha, divided and in various ways. Not of one type, so many worlds of the Devatas, of the Pitara, of Manushya, of Gandharva, of so many different types of worlds he saw in that, in Bhagavan's body. See, even a simple machine, outwardly when we see it, it looks so simple, so nice. It can be handled by anyone, like our computer or our mobile. Anybody can just, so many complex things are there which we don't know, and nowadays so new things are coming. We don't know how to operate and how to use all the functions, have all the applications. So complex. And if you open the machine, I don't suggest you should do it, but if you open it, you will find all sorts of funny things inside, which will not make any sense also. And what are the possibilities in a particular computer or a particular mobile? There is great possibility. Similarly, in that Ishvara, how many varieties of worlds and variety of being you can't even imagine. Pravibhaktam anekadha apashyat. Arjuna saw with his divine vision. He could comprehend it. He got that experience. It is said about even great Mahatmas, they are able to give the experience of that state of realization, glimpse of it. Like, I believe Swami Vivekananda also, when he went to Bhagavan Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, he could get a glimpse of that state of realization. Because that is possible for a realized master. But even a realized master may not be able to do what Bhagavan is doing here. To get the glimpse of the entire Vishwarupa of Bhagavan. So, apashyat deva devasya sharire, in Bhagavan's body, Pandavas tada, Arjuna saw in Bhagavan's body. Further, see the chapter is a description of this Vishwarupa. So you just go into that mood to just see that Vishwarupa and just enjoy it. And the more you imagine and the more you can use your power of visualization and all, it will help in our sadhana. That is our sadhana. Tatas savismaya vishtaha hrishtaro dhananjaya pranamya shirasa devam kritanjalirabhashata tatas vishmaya vishtaha hrishtaro dhananjaya Tataha, thereafter, seeing this grand form, Dhananjaya, Arjuna, his name, another name was Dhananjaya. So Vishmaya Vishtaha, he was overpowered by wonder, Vismay, Ashcharya. He was overpowered by the feeling of Ashcharya. He was totally intoxicated or overpowered by the feeling of wonder. See, sometimes we get overpowered by certain emotion. Avesh it is called. Like being angry is one thing and getting overpowered by anger is another thing. Then the anger takes over. When you are angry, then you are angry in the sense you know that I am angry, it's under control. But if that emotion is given more rope, then one gets overpowered by that emotion. Then you are no longer under control. Then the anger takes charge of the situation. क्रोध का आवेश उसको कहो. Then वो आवेश निकलने के बाद then that fellow realizes, what did I do? I shouldn't have beaten my boss. I shouldn't have called him Hitler. So, anger जाने के बाद then what to do? Avesh it is called. But to get that avesh, one has to really work up that anger. Ordinary anger, avesh नहीं आता है. बड़ा एकदम workout करने से then avesh. Then once that avesh comes, you can see the eye is glowing and then whole his body movement and everything, because he is no longer under the control. Like it is the body and his speech and his all emotions, everything is controlled by anger. That person is no more there. That person has gone. Only the anger is ruling. Similarly, ordinary wonder is wonder, but when one is overpowered by wonder, that is a higher stage of wonder. So Arjuna here was not just he was wonderstruck, but he was overpowered by that sense of, even that wonder also had taken over him. So it's like Vismaya Avishtaha. The Vismay this wonder had entered his system. And when one is overpowered by certain emotion, its expressions are seen on the body also. Then horripilation, all the hairs also stand on end. Rishta Roma, all horripilation. Hair standing on end. So each and every cell, because that emotion pervades the entire body. See, our emotions are very subtle. Good and bad emotion, they are quite subtle. They can pervade the body. Therefore, nowadays doctors and all say that your emotions can affect your body. Blood pressure, heart problem, this, that, and all those ulcers and rashes and joint pain and this and so many things emerges from the mind only, emotions. Fear creates its own pain and this and that, idhar dard, udhar dard. Anger has got its own, jealousy has got its own thing. So all these emotions, they pervade the body. They go into each and every cell. In fact, those who eat those animals and all, before killing those animals, the animals also senses. And they just imagine some poor little bird or animal. It knows that abhi khila pila ke mere ko mota to kiya hai, but then this fellow has come with a big knife or something and is about to kill me now. It can sense it. It is helpless. It is tired. It cannot run. It can sense that death is coming. And that entire fear comes in its mind, and the entire body gets pervaded by that fear. Each and every cell of the blood and the bone and muscles and everything is pervaded by that emotion of fear. Fear must be common emotion. Fear, sadness. And with that emotion, that animal is killed, and then that emotion gets stuck in the flesh and all, and those who eat it, they also, that emotion passes on to their body also, and they suddenly, without any rhyme and reason, they also have that fear and all sorts of things. So this emotions, they can pervade our body, and it expresses on the body very vividly. So here Arjuna's body, he could feel that rishta roma, romancha, horripilation, dhananjaya, vismaya avishtaha, pranamya shirasa devam. See, namaskar, pranamya, prakarshena namya, namaskar, prakarsh, namaskar kiya unhone, sirasa devam, with his head totally bowed down, he did namaskar. Because that is the only, this is the, namaskar is a sign of surrender, sign of total humility, dedication, and egolessness. Even physically, if we practice this namaskar mudra, it helps to make our personality more humble, more soft. All our negativities go away. So namaskar, namaskar to that divinity. So pranamya shirasa devam kritanjalihi, with his namaskar mudra, his hands, abhashata, Arjuna speaks now. He starts describing what he is seeing, and he is doing stuti of Bhagwan through this description. So pranamya shirasa devam kritanjalirabhashata. So beautiful from the following verses. Beautiful description of Bhagwan's form in the words of Arjuna. Now suddenly the meter changes. The meter changes, and this same meter continues till the verse number 50, and it's a different meter. We will chant one mantra and we'll see the meaning tomorrow. Arjuna Uvacha Pashyami devans tava deva dehe Sarvans tatha bhuta vishesa sanghan Brahmanamisham kamalasanastham Rishinscha sarvan uraganscha divyan Pashyami devans tava deva dehe Sarvans tatha bhuta vishesha sanghan Brahmanamisham